The human outpost was small and quiet. It floated at the edge of known space, far from Earth. The station was used for mining and research. No weapons, no warships. Only workers, engineers, and scientists lived there. Humans believed this place was safe. They were wrong. Without warning, strange ships appeared from the dark. They were not human. Their metal was sharp and black, their lights cold and red. The alien fleet surrounded the outpost in silence. Inside the station, alarms began to ring. Humans looked at the screens in confusion. No messages came from the unknown ships. No demands. No warning. Only targeting systems locking on. Then the attack began. Bright beams of energy tore through the station. Sections exploded into fire and metal. Air rushed out into space. People ran, but there was nowhere to hide. The outpost had no defenses strong enough to fight back. The aliens watched calmly. To them, this was easy. Humans were weak. Humans were young. This was just another small target in space. Within minutes, the outpost was burning. But one thing surprised the attackers. The humans did not beg. In the last control room, still working, a human officer stood still. Flames were rising. Systems were failing. Death was close. Yet his face was calm. He activated one final device. A tight message shot out into deep space, faster than any alien scanner could stop. It carried only a few words. Earth has been informed. The alien commander laughed when he saw the broken station drift apart. To him, it meant nothing. Earth was far away. Humans were finished here. The alien fleet turned away, proud of their victory. They did not know this attack had just signed their end, because humanity had heard the message, and humanity never forgets. The message reached Earth in silence. Deep inside a secure human command center, a single light turned red. Officers stopped talking. Screens changed. The words appeared clearly. Earth has been informed. No one asked questions. The room became quiet. Human leaders watched the final data from the destroyed outpost. Images of broken metal, lost lives, and alien ships filled the screens. There was no shouting, no anger, only cold focus. Humanity had lost an outpost, but humanity was not hurt. A senior commander stood up slowly. His voice was calm and steady. Identify the attackers. Artificial systems move fast. Star maps changed. Alien symbols were translated. A name appeared on the screen. A new species. Aggressive. Proud. They believed humans were weak. The commander nodded once. Activate protocol black silence. Around Earth, things began to change. Hidden shipyards opened. Massive human warships, silent and dark, came to life. They did not play music. They did not show flags. They moved like shadows. Across human space, fleets began to move. No message was sent to the aliens. No warning. Humanity did not rush. Every move was slow and exact. Weapons were checked. Routes were planned. This was not revenge. This was response. On the alien homeworld, leaders celebrated their victory. They spoke of easy targets and future attacks. Humans were already forgotten. They did not see the human fleets cross in the dark. They did not know ancient human rules had been broken. One human voice spoke softly in the command room. They attacked without reason. Another voice replied, even calmer, then they will learn. As Earth's fleets vanished into hyperspace, the galaxy remained unaware. But something had changed forever. Humanity was coming, and it was very, very quiet. The alien border was quiet. For centuries, no enemy had crossed it without permission. Defense platforms floated proudly around their star systems. To the aliens, their space was safe. Then space bent. Without warning, human ships appeared. They did not arrive in fire or noise. They arrived in silence. Dark shapes slid out of hyperspace, larger than anything the aliens had ever built. Their hulls were smooth and cold, marked only by small human symbols. Alien sensors screamed. Defense cannons turned, but it was already too late. Human ships did not rush forward. They stopped and waited. Then, one by one, strange signals spread through alien space. Power systems failed. Shields dropped. Weapons went dark. The aliens panicked. Commanders shouted orders. Pilots tried to move. Nothing responded. Then the human ships advanced. Not fast, not slow, perfectly steady. Alien fleets launched in fear, firing wildly. Their weapons hit human shields and vanished like rain. Human armor did not break. Human ships did not change course. With precise shots, human weapons fired. Each blast removed a target. No wasted fire. No missed shots. Alien ships broke apart in clean lines of light. Within minutes, the border fleet was gone. Only broken metal remained. A single human signal then reached the alien command channel. Clear. Simple. You attacked first. Alien leaders listened in silence. They finally understood. Humans had never been weak. Humans had been patient. As human fleets moved deeper into alien territory, panic spread across their worlds. Civilian ships fled. Military systems failed again and again. The aliens tried to send peace offers. The human command ignored them. This was not a war. This was a lesson. Across the galaxy, other species watched in fear. Old records were opened. Ancient warnings were remembered. Never attack humanity. The human fleets continued forward, and the alien homeworld was now in their path. Across the galaxy, fear began to spread. Other species watched human fleets move through alien space. No battles lasted long. No resistance held. Every defense failed the same way. Quietly and completely, old historians searched forgotten records. Long ago, humans were not unknown. In the early days of space travel, humanity had been feared. Their technology grew fast. Their wars were short and final. Entire conflicts ended in days. Other species learned quickly and kept their distance. Then humanity changed. Humans stopped expanding. They signed peace treaties. They helped weaker worlds. They built outposts, not empires. Over time, the galaxy believed humans had become soft. That belief was a mistake. Human peace was never weakness. It was control. Human leaders watched the galaxy from shadows. They prepared for threats no one else could imagine. Their weapons were built, tested, and hidden. Their fleets waited in silence. The aliens who attacked the outpost never knew this history. Now they were learning. As human ships moved closer to the alien core systems, fear reached the alien homeworld. Citizens looked to the sky. Military leaders argued. Messages were sent to human command, begging for talks. No replies came. One alien elder whispered the truth during a council meeting. "We did not attack prey," he said. "We attacked the sleeping predator." Human fleets surrounded star after star, cutting communication lines. The alien empire began to collapse from the inside. Power grids failed. Supply routes vanished. Still, humanity did not strike the homeworld. Not yet. They were given the galaxy time to watch. Other species took notes. Alliances shifted. Borders closed. A single message passed quietly between human commanders. The lesson must be clear. The human fleet changed formation. The final destination was near. The alien homeworld waited ahead, unaware that history was about to end. The alien homeworld filled the stars. It was large, bright, and full of life. Cities covered its surface. Defense rings circled the planet. Thousands of ships waited in fear, forming the last line of protection. Then the human fleet arrived. They came out of hyperspace together, surrounding the planet from every direction. There was no escape. The sky itself seemed to close in. Alien weapons fired first. Energy beams, missiles, and plasma storms rushed toward the human ships. Human shields absorbed everything. Not a single human vessel moved out of formation. Silence followed. A human commander watched the planet on his screen. He did not smile. He did not show anger. His voice was calm. Begin final phase. Human weapons activated. First, the defense rings vanished. Clean shots removed them one by one. Then the alien fleets were disabled. Engines shut down. Weapons failed. Ships drifted helplessly in space. The aliens tried one last time. A message was sent from the planet. Their leaders begged. They offered resources, worlds, anything. They spoke of peace. The human commander listened. Then he answered with a single sentence. You had a choice. The message ended. Around the planet, human ships powered a weapon never used before. Space itself seemed to bend. Light twisted. Gravity shook. On the surface, aliens looked up in terror. The planet began to crack. Oceans rose. Cities fell. The sky burned. In moments, the alien homeworld broke apart, turning into fire, stone, and dust. A civilization ended without screams reaching space. The human fleet watched until nothing remained. No cheers followed, only silence. A junior officer spoke quietly. It's over. The commander nodded. For them, he said. Yes. The fleet turned away from the ruins. Behind them, the galaxy would never forget what happened to those who attacked humanity. The galaxy went silent. Where the alien homeworld once existed, only broken stone and dust remained. Stars shined through empty space. Nothing moved. The human fleet stayed for a moment longer. Then a single signal was sent. It traveled across known space, reaching every major system, every council, every listening station. The message was not long. It was not loud. It was clear. This is humanity. We did not seek war. We built outposts, not empires. We offered peace, not fear. You attacked a human outpost without warning. You killed our people. We responded. Let this be remembered. Humanity will not strike first. But if attacked, humanity will end the threat completely. The signal ended. Across the galaxy, leaders sat in silence. Fleets were recalled. Old plans were erased. Ancient warnings were written again, this time in clear words. Never test humanity. On Earth, human commanders returned home. No celebrations were held. No monuments were built. The fallen outpost was remembered quietly. Humanity returned to its calm ways. Trade resumed. Research continued. New outposts were built, stronger this time. Peace returned, but it was a different kind of peace. A careful peace. Other species watched humans closely now. Some feared them. Others respected them. All understood one truth. Humans were not weak. They were controlled. In the deep dark of space, stories began to spread. Stories of a single attack. Stories of a world erased. Stories of a species that learned too late. And among the stars, humanity moved forward, silent and steady. Not as conquerors, not as monsters, but as guardians who would never forget, and would never forgive an unprovoked attack. HFY,